Hey everybody, my name's Justin. Just doing a quick video review on a product that I just got off of Amazon. Basically, this is a quick way how you can decorate your windows. This is a stained glass, basically film that goes over your window. It's really easy to do. So I'm going to basically run down of what you need and what you're going to need to do to be able to get it on your window. So the first thing you're going to need is obviously the product itself. This is from a company called Fancy Fix. It's really great price for what it does. Some things that you're going to need. You're going to need a tape measure and a ruler. I'm going to use this as my ruler as I don't have one. The other thing is that you're going to need is a water sprayer. I don't have a water sprayer, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a half cloth that is pretty wet with water. So the other thing you're going to need is a squeegee. I don't have one of those, so we're going to just have a ID. IDs work great for this. I'll show you how. The other thing you need is a pencil and something to clean off the window before we apply the film to it. So just normal cleaner here and some paper towels. So first you're going to need to find out where and what window you're going to want to do this on. So I'm going to go ahead and fast forward to the window that I'm going to be taking this to, and going to go ahead and clean it for you and measure it. So go ahead and pause the video and I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright everybody, so this is the window that I want to do it on. They got little sections here, but that's inside. So actually I'm going to fill up this whole window. So this is what I'm going to want to measure. So with your tape measure, go ahead and measure, and you're going to want to measure it about a little over an inch on each side, because that way you can actually cut it with a utility knife later on. So I'm going to go ahead and over measure this. So we got about 21 inches by about 18 inches. So 21 by 18. So before we cut this, we're going to want to make sure that we clean the window, right? So I got my spray here, just some auto glass spray. So just make sure it's nice and clean and dry before we go on to the next step. So just grab a couple paper towels and clean it, because after we apply this, we're not going to want to move it, and we want to make sure that the glass is as clean as it can be. Alright, so once that's done, we will go over to my kitchen counter again, and we're going to measure out the 21 by 18 film, and we're going to cut it. So stay tuned. Alright, so once we got the film all unraveled, well, not all of it, just enough to where we can measure this, we're going to go ahead and measure it 21. So this is where your pencil will come in line. So we'll measure it to there and right there. So now you can have a different couple options here. You can cut it with some scissors, or you can cut it with your utility knife. I'm probably going to do scissors. Alright, so I have the 21 by 18 piece of stained glass film. Now we are ready to take this to the window. So like I said, they recommend a spray bottle. I don't have one. So I'm going to use a pretty wet cloth to get the window wet and ready. And then the next step that you're going to want to do is, this is crucial guys, so remember this. When it comes to peeling this, there is a red corner, and I must have cut it from the wrong side, but there's a red corner, and this is where you would peel off the film. So you grab it from here, and you would peel it. So that's where it gets peeled from. But I'll be able to do it from here because I've done this before. Okay everybody, here is the last step. Basically, so you grab your film, and this is going to be, so obviously, like I said, there was a red corner in there. You don't necessarily have to go by it. It's just the easier way. You just basically peel the two corners away, and this is what you'll get. So as you can see, there are two, and you just peel that all away. So with my wet cloth or your spray bottle, whichever one you may have, go ahead and get that window pretty nice and wet. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Now you will apply. So I got it to where I want it. Now here comes the squeegee part, or your ID. So you don't want no air bubbles in this, obviously. So just get it nice and applied at first so that way it sticks. Now I'll grab my ID and I'm going to go up with it. And just go all the way down. This is going to get it nice and tight on there. And what we'll do is once we get it all done, we'll come in with a utility knife and cut off all the extra edges. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera here in a second. I want to make sure all the air bubbles are out. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera, give you guys a quick what it looks like. So, see the edges on there? That's what we're going to cut off. So, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and go grab a utility knife, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the corners off. Okay, last step. We've got to make it look nice, don't we? So, grab a utility knife and get it down to where you need it, and just go right along the edges of the film. Pretty proud of myself. So, let me go ahead and grab the camera one more time and show you what the end product looks like. So, guys, I highly recommend you check this out. A company called Fancy Fix, and just go ahead and follow the instructions that I had, and you'll have something that looks just like this. Thanks for watching, guys, and you guys have a nice day.